see it. Great.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Folks, we are back.
No,
We're just about ready
live.
to get this thing kicked off. Our
Okay,
commentators
I'm
might
watching
not
it.
be hearing me yet.
I got
I don't
muted.
know. But
Perfect.
we're about ready to go here. Rob is all set up. Game is all ready. Tom, Apt, can you guys hear me yet?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, great. Take it away, folks. I'll let Rob know he can start. Go ahead and introduce yourselves, even though we've already seen you today.
Someone talking?
Yeah, me.
Yeah, could you hear Kemi Sinan?
No, I can't hear him.
He's not watching the stream then.
Wait, yeah, let me try.
I think we're good to go ahead and introduce ourselves. Is that right, Kemi Sinan?
Yeah, tell Tom to watch the stream, please. The Discord stream.
Okay. Tom, can you watch the Discord stream?
The Discord stream?
Yeah, that's what we'll be looking at to commentate off of.
Oh, okay. He's still streaming it?
No, it's from Kemi Sinan. He's streaming it. It's
okay, click on watch stream. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're good
Sweet.
now? You hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay, awesome. You guys introduce yourselves, introduce the run. I'm going to tell Rob to go ahead and do the thing, and we'll get this thing going.
Cool. Tom, you want to go first?
Hey, good evening, everybody. I'm Casual Tom, and we're going to be watching FakeMegaRobDad stream a handful of quality ROM hacks, first couple of which I'm going to be doing commentary on with Apt America. How you doing, Apt America?
Doing all right. Had a lot of fun on my Mega Man X run, and really interesting.
Hey, good evening, everybody. I'm Casual Tom, and
see how this
we're
goes.
going to be...
Some really exciting games that Rob's playing.
Right, so this first one is Mega Man Speed Bomber. It's relatively new, came out back in June of this year. And as you can see, it is a burst chaser style hack. And what we mean by burst chaser is your forward momentum is considerably faster than what you may be used to in NES Mega Man. And you get to keep that momentum in your jumps. And this hack is built around that, and so building it around that, the creator Timaeus made all the enemies take usually no more than 1 or 2 hits, just about any case, just so you can really fly through without being punished for going fast or having to slow down for much. It rewards you for trying to play through it quickly.
Yeah, I really like. So for everyone's that's watching, I'm extremely new to ROM hacks in that this is my first time watching classic Mega Man ROM hacks and helping out with them. I got some notes. I'm gonna do my best. But I really like with this one how useful the Buster is. It's nice to see that you can actually get through things quickly with it.
Yeah, your shots may be going a little more quickly than before, but one thing that Rob wanted us to remind everyone of is that since this is a hack based off of Mega Man 1, it is possible to mash too fast. I mean, I don't know if that's a problem for me in particular, but apparently that's just one thing to be mindful of when you're going fast and trying to hit an enemy. It takes a whole bunch of hits. But in this hack, they changed all the tiles, all the music, enemy behavior is different, bosses are different, weapons are very different. And the same hacker who made this made other hacks, including Mega Man The New Lands and Mega Man Limbo Edition. And these are all top-tier Mega Man 1 hacks. Mega Man 1 doesn't have quite as many hacks as like Mega Man 2 or even Mega Man 3. But a lot of the best hacks are made by this author who's been really cranking out just hit after hit. And Let goes down first. That's going to be a very useful weapon in the run. In particular, to get the magnet beam, which is locked behind a block.
Yeah, and I remember, I believe there's a couple different routes that you can take throughout this for the speed run.
Yes, that's correct.
But he has elected for the fireman second, and I can't exactly remember the reason for that.
Well, the reason is he could go to Guts next, and he could get the Magnet Beam, which actually just grants you an invincibility, which comes in very handy in a Burst Chaser style hack to run through enemies really quickly without even having to worry about damage boosting or shooting anything. But apparently it's faster to get Fireman's weapon and bring it into Gutsman's stage, and even though it's not Gutsman's greatest weakness, it still deals 2 damage as opposed to the 1 that you would do if you just had the Buster. And that'll get you through that fight really quickly. So, yeah, that was the reasoning that he gave behind. I guess there was a TAS that was made shortly after this game came out, and then after the TAS was already out there, Rob here beat the TAS, got a faster time in a speedrun than a tool-assisted speedrun, which is an accomplishment he wanted us to make sure to mention, and I would really hate to neglect to mention that. I believe that they went and revisited their work not long after and, found some other stuff. But yeah, I think in the task they do Guts first, but he's pretty convinced that for RTA purposes, better to do Fire first. Now, take a look at this right here. You have to hold right and just keep jumping. You can't slow down for even a split second or else you will not land on the footholder.
Yeah, I don't know if you all noticed that sign that popped in on the left right at the start of the section said "Don't stop," and
yeah, they weren't kidding. All right, so Fireman's pretty easy to abuse. One thing that Rob mentioned was that in his discussions with Timaeus, who hacked this game, Fireman's just one of those bosses that's just kind of like hard to code and just kind of hard to figure out. So you might end up with a lot of situations like that where even if you come up with an idea, it can still kind of be abused to comical effect. But you're going to see a bit of Fireman's weapon in Gutsman's stage here. And if you blink, you might miss when he gets the Magnet Beam. You'll notice, in addition to being able to destroy Guts blocks with the Super Arm, which you get from Gutsman, you may recall, Elect Beam works just as well. And so he's going to switch to Elect Beam very soon after this screen. All right, now he's got that equipped and he's got it ready to, I believe he's going to destroy a block the next screen or soon. There it is. Keep your eye on the left. It was right there behind the weapon energy.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. So now he's got Magnet Beam, and you're going to see him put that to good use for just gaining iframes to just run through everything in his way. And one other thing, too, in case you haven't noticed it yet, in this particular hack, the creator was kind enough to make it so that iframes on spikes do not kill you. That was a trait exclusive to Mega Man 1, where even if you take enemy damage and you land on spikes, it doesn't save you from the spikes, but they corrected that from Mega Man 2 onward. But in this hack, don't have to worry about spikes as long as you have iframes from a damage boost. You'll be fine when you land on those.
Yeah, as someone that's mostly played Mega Man X games, I went back and tried to do a casual Mega Man 1, and that landing on the spikes and iframes was a very unpleasant surprise.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing that that's adjusted here.
We're all spoiled.
Right.
All right, so looks like he's doing pretty good right now. Yeah, it does save him quite a bit of time compared to if he didn't have the weakness, although the actual weakness for Gutsman is the rolling cutter, I believe, which we'll see Rob put to use in the revisits.
Yep. Definitely.
And the Super Arm's also a very fun weapon in this hack, too. To really pay close attention whenever he switches to a weapon, and you'll notice some really big changes in every single weapon in this game. There's going to be some really tricky jumps in the Iceman stage. Rob says he's had more resets in Ice stage than probably any other Robot Master stage.
And this one, it does have the like the ice physics on the blocks, right?
It's hard to really tell exactly where, but Mega Man 1 did have some ice physics, so I've only played through this once myself, and it was a few months ago when the game came out, so I don't recall offhand. One thing that he wanted me to mention, too, is you'll notice that whenever there's a horizontal transition like that, better if you're airborne, because Mega Man 1, you're going to slow down a little bit if you're trying to walk through a transition, as opposed to jumping through one.
I will point out this is one of my favorite weapons changes in this hack.
Yes.
to go find a block to grab with Gutsman's weapon. You can just go for it.
Yeah, it's always a very welcome thing to see whenever a hack does things with super arm, especially when guts blocks aren't required.
Yeah, because I was always frustrated by that weapon anytime I did do a casual play of Mega Man 1, because it was only useful in like 5 spots.
It's like the saddest weapon in all of Mega Man.
Oh yeah, but here it's extremely versatile, and you saw him use it to clear his path quite a few times.
And Firestorm, very useful against Bomb Man. Still a canonical weakness here, no changes there. We'll see some improvements on Hyper Bomb as well, coming very soon in the Iceman fight, which is next. Oh! No, this is the stage where he said he had the most resets in out of all the Robot Master stages. For some reason I thought that he was on Iceman, but no, it was just Bomb Man with what looked like slippery
That's right, but yeah, there's some tight buster shots here to hit all these flying penguins coming at you. And he gets through very nicely.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that time he didn't jump through. I wonder if... Oh, probably because he wanted to hit that little flea enemy right there.
Yep. Yeah, I think anytime he's not in the air on a screen transmission, it's very intentional.
Yeah.
He's got this game very well rounded.
And you know, he robbed FakeMegaRobDad. For those who don't know, he has played through pretty much every ROM hack that he's been able to find, beating it just about everything single segment in a single sitting, and he's ranked them all, and he put together a list of what he considers to be complete hacks. And if you check him out on Twitch, he's also got a link to a Discord, but he has a Google Doc where he just has them all listed there, and of those he's put them into tiers. And this is one of those hacks that he would recommend to everyone. This is an absolute top tier hack. It's fast, but don't let the speed intimidate you. The speed kind of makes it easier. You get more mileage out of your iframes whenever you get hit by an enemy, take damage.
And then I believe right at the boss door there, he did a little clip through the wall, just a little bit quicker to get through there. It's a very small clip, but it does save a little bit of time.
I must have blinked and missed it. Gets through Iceman with no issues. All that's left is cut.
Yeah, and I loved in that hallway leading up to it, watching him use that the magnet beam for the invincibility. Because I don't know if you could tell from my run if you saw it. Huge fan of the charge cease thing, which does basically the same thing in Mega Man X as is happening in this ROM hack with the invincibility item.
Yeah, that's pretty much the idea behind the magnet beam and speed bomber.
Yeah, it's nice. It lets you have some more ideal movement without worrying about enemy position.
Right there, he just damage boosted off of a spike, so you can see a little bit more forgiving in that regard. So just another reason that people should not be intimidated to pick this hack up, find it, play it. I mean, you can play through it in about an hour, maybe, give or take. First attempt. Rob speed runs it in like 20 minutes.
He makes this game look much faster than I can imagine how it would.
And if you would have stopped to shoot a Sniper Joe, they only take about, I think, 2 hits in this hack.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah, everything's really kind of just reduced as far as how many hits it takes to destroy, especially the enemies that would take more hits before. The idea is make a game speed that's fun and fast to play through and rewards you for figuring out the ways to go as quickly as possible. And in so doing, you really appreciate just like how well the stage is designed. Rob even said himself, this stage right here is like one of his favorite stages to play with, until right now maybe, with just with the default weapon, the Buster, compared to just about any other stage that comes to mind for him. And he's played a lot of hacks.
No, I mean, this is an extremely well-designed stage. That jump that you saw him take the death on, that's a very tight jump.
I'm pretty sure I recall the first time I played this hack, and I think I game overed on the first stage. I think I picked this one first. I didn't beat it. I continued. I said, you know what? I'm not even mad because it just means I get to play this stage again. I was having so much fun, even though I was getting my butt kicked. Right, so
if you can have a good time through getting your tail kicked, you know it's a great game.
Yeah, and of course, being the last robot master, he's certainly going to have the weakness. You can damage him a couple times with each use.
Quick work of him with Iceman's weapon there.
And now we're gonna head to the Wily stages. There's gonna be some really tricky jumps, some really long ones at the start of Wily 1.
It's amazing seeing that he's just cruising through this game and still typing in chat to interact. Some really nice placements for shots in this stage.
That jump right there, I remember him saying that's one of the trickier ones. And then you got a lot of stuff to deal with right here too.
Yeah, it's really amazing how a lot of these jumps, these make them look pretty standard, but they're a lot tighter than you expect. There we go.
Now he's as soon as we get to the boss, he's gonna employ a really interesting trick that requires some explanation, and it's a little bit more complicated than you might be expecting.
Which of course I will be allowing you to handle.
Yeah, I might as well get a head start on it. So, first thing I'll mention, in this hack, if I understand correctly, there's no press select to like pause the game without entering the menu, as there was in vanilla. That doesn't exist. So, for those who recall the Yellow Devil boss fights, you know, the easiest way to exploit it, as many people know, is to keep pressing the select button to pause the screen. But since you can't do that, to keep resetting it and hitting it with the same weapon, you can actually switch to the weapon menu. And you can normally you can't menu when there's a shot on screen, but for some reason it works with Gutsman's weapon, the super arm. So you pause, switch to Ice Slasher from Iceman. The block that you just shot gains the properties of the Ice Slasher. And that's there's a jump right here. Ooh, he's got to do it again, and now he's made it. Okay, great. So basically he's able to pause it and keep attacking with the Ice Slasher again and again. That's how he took care of him real quickly.
I mean, if I remember correctly, there is actually a good bit of timing involved with that. You can't just mash start kind of willy-nilly, so...
Yeah, there's sort of a rhythm to it.
Yeah, that was the only way I was able to beat Yellow Devil casually. I don't know how people do that legitimately.
Yeah, I think that was the first way. I mean, it's the same exact pattern every time, so I mean, once you learn it, it just kind of stays with you.
I did not realize that it was the same pattern every time.
Oh, it's the exact same no matter what side of the screen he's on. Ooh, a little death there, but can you really blame him from going this fast?
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's some smaller windows than you'd expect on some of these long jumps.
You could use the magnet beam and get that health and that life right there, but he's going to use that for other purposes. Alright, playing a little bit more safely here. Doesn't want to take another death on those spikes.
Yep.
Alright, faster, just damage boost the big eye enemies right there.
Yeah, I would expect as much. I don't know how many Elect Beam does against those.
Alright, so Elect Beam versus Copy Robot. Let's see if he has enough health. Can he easily avoid the Copy Robot's Elect Beam? So far, it seems. Alright, he's got this.
I really like the that little kind of circular dance around. Very clean, very nicely done.
Yeah. Very quick. Didn't even really lose a whole lot of health.
No, not at all. No, he's gonna collect all this weapon energy to refill. Don't remember which weapon that was. Is that
Ice Slasher.
it is ice?
Yeah. And what you want to do is you want to try and bait Cutman as far to the left as you can. He wasn't quite able to do it, so he was standing on the far left, but took him an extra second to walk over there and drop through.
Yeah, and that's just, I believe those platforms become, you can go just fall through them as soon as the boss is killed, so it's just a little bit quicker to already be still them when the boss dies.
Yeah, it's pretty close for the Elecman death, but
No,
still not quite. Alright, still in pretty good shape right here so far. Good health, good weapon energy. And right here you have a repeating enemy. Here he's going to use quite a bit of his magnet beam here. Ooh, and he's just going to worry a little bit more about making the jumps and just keeping the invincibility. If he can make it all the way to the bubble boss. Ooh, not quite. Still got to deal with one more screen here. This time with penguins. Alright, take the damage. Switch weapons while you're on iframes. Quicker way to exit the stun animation.
Yeah, it was
Nice.
very clean.
Okay, good. And he was able to take no damage from the first two. Coming out very quickly there.
Yeah, he's hitting this very quickly.
Yeah, he knows exactly what he's doing. He's ready for whatever it throws at him.
I believe that's rolling cutter he's using, I believe.
Yes, correct.
Get the bubble pop and be on your way. Making it look routine.
And for anyone who hasn't noticed the Contra fanfare every time that you destroy a boss. Very nice touch.
I did not
Alright.
notice the game was broken.
So in this screen, you may have just heard, if you paid attention, the water from Wily Stage 3. He's doing a penguin menu boost from taking damage from the penguin. Pretty risky, but the screen was pushing him right.
Yeah, and I believe in normal Mega Man 1, you can't run backwards against that current.
Right, but because he's fast with these burst chaser game mechanics.
Yep.
Now we get to see the true weakness against Guts, rolling cutter instead of firestorm. See if we can finish him off while in the teleporter. Instantly warp to the next one. And these Robot Masters shuffled around, I think in reverse compared to what they were in vanilla. With Guts coming first, followed by Ice now. Iron Man. Or no! No. Okay, now it's Bomb Man. So I guess they're just shuffled around.
Interesting. He's getting very nice kills in the teleporter for most of those. Just a little bit off for Bomb Man, but can't really blame him when the door's getting blocked like that.
Hey, I'd say he's moving very quickly.
Yeah, he's screwed.
He may get a sub 21. Or close. It's gonna be like a 21.
It makes pretty quick work of this boss.
I think he said Ice is one option, but Fire is slightly quicker because you can hit 3 at a time in the air. And that's GG. Excellent run. An excellent game.
Well done. GG to RobDad.
And again, he will tell you, everyone should play this game. Rob, who beat a TAS of this game, he taught the TAS a thing or two. And I think he has world record in this, and I think the next game he plays he also has world record in.
Yes, so next game is Last in the Mushroom Kingdom, is that right?
Yes, so not to be confused with another Mega Man 1 hack called Mega Man in the Mushroom Kingdom. He's going to be playing Last of Mushroom Kingdom, which is a Mega Man 3 hack. And this one is also going to be a fast one. Not quite Burst Chaser, but, well, the slide takes you very far, and they let you keep your forward momentum when you jump out of the slide. In fact, I think Rob mentioned that slide jumping takes you forward even further than a slide, like even faster.
Yeah, I believe you keep your slide momentum through the jump. Is that right? This hack.
I think he said it might even improve it a bit. Speaking of, one thing that we forgot to mention is that in this hack, your walking speed and your jumping forward speed are all the same. So it makes no difference in this one really whether you're airborne or not, which is actually slightly different from vanilla Mega Man 1, if I understood correctly. I think he said Mega Man 1, your walking speed is slightly faster than your jump, but in this one, you can afford to jump and be in the air. Doesn't really cost you anything.
Yeah, because I believe a lot of the classic runs, because of that, they try and spend as much time on the ground as possible, just to get that extra little speed.
Yeah.
And then yeah, so this next ROM hack, if you're paying attention, you might notice it's very similar stage layout to another classic NES game. In fact, I would say it's pretty much identical.